Hi, I'm Hafa, and today I'm going to teach you some tips that I wish I knew when I was a beginner, some I learned when I was a beginner. They will make you view Lightroom like a normal program and not like a plain cockpit. So grab a drink, grab a snack, and this is 10 quick tips for beginner photographers. The first tip I'm going to tell you is to shoot in RAW. And if you're a photographer or you already digged a little bit into photography, you know what RAW means. And what is RAW? RAW is basically a bag of ingredients. So let's view JPEG as a baked cake. And then we have RAW, that is the bag of ingredients that you can build the cake with. The difference between both is with JPEG, the camera decides what's the best for the final image, and when you bring it to an editor program, you don't have the same range as you do on a RAW, because on RAW you have way more data to work with, and you will be able to get light on somebody else's faces that is too dark, and if you're trying to do that on a JPEG, you're not going to be able to do it. So if you want to become a chef, use RAW. The second tip is the histogram, and this one is, think of the histogram like a mountain that you want that mountain to be comfortably sitting in the middle. If your mountain is crashing to the left side, that means your picture is too dark. If your mountain is crashing more to the right side, that means your picture is too bright. The histogram isn't just math, it is like a map. Left is dark, right is bright, and the height is how much light you have. Your goal is not the perfect shape, you just want to make sure that your mountain is not falling out of the map. The third tip for you is to master your imports and your collections. And believe me, I don't do this, a lot of creators don't do this, and then it is a pain in a standard computer folder. If you want to have a copy of a file, you will have to have double of the space occupied. So imports actually function with a link. Collections files are not occupying more space, they are just linked to it. So whenever you create the first folder that has the initial name, you don't want to touch that folder. You don't want to change the location of that folder, because that will unlink everything on the collection inside of the library. You can put a photo in 10 different collections and you're not taking more space from your computer. It's like having the same song in 10 playlists and not having 10 MP3 files. Tip number 4. And this one I use a lot. I use since Adobe I think it was Bridge. I'm old. I think it was Bridge while I was in school. Since Adobe Bridge was out that I learned this, and this has been the only way I organize my head. I work with stage photography. That means sometimes I have like 5,000 files. While I'm going through the first selection, some of the pictures I might enjoy it, some of the pictures I might not enjoy it that much, but I'll always rate them. Either I delete them or I rate them from 1 to 5. 1 being meh, 5 being this is portfolio, this is the best. The picture that you take your eye on it and you know that's the picture. But don't just hit numbers. Build a system. Have whatever works for you. For me, it's like meh for 1, 5 portfolio. Rate it anything you want. I'm gonna put here a list of how I use my rating. And if you want to take a step further, I don't go this far, just for some specific projects. You can use the numbers from 6 to 9 to have colors. So you can color your picture and say this one is Photoshop and that has a label of a color. This one is ready to export. This one is to 5. Use masks. Learn how to use masks. I edited so many years without using masks, and I don't know what, I know now what I was missing, and it was a lot. Use masks for your own mental health. It is, once you start learning that masks give you the possibility of working in specific areas of your picture without having to fuck all around, you're gonna see that if the sky is too bright, and nowadays you can even use AI tools inside of the Lightroom that will identify buildings, identify greens. And by greens, I mean like flowers and bushes and blah, 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 trees. Backgrounds, subjects. You can also use the brush. You can also use gradients. squares. There's a lot that you can use and do with masks. It is something that you need to learn and introduce into your photography. It will change how you edit your pictures. It will change the way you see your pictures. It will change everything. Masks, since I learned how to do it, I don't think I edited one single picture without using masks. The sixth one is something that I use because my eyes get tired so quickly from color grading. This shortcut is an L shortcut. And I'm not calling you a loser, but I'm saying your eyes kind of become losers after a couple hours switching colors in different pictures. So what this feature does is actually, if you click just once, it will fade in 80% darker. You can still see some tools. And if you click again on L, it will completely dark everything on Lightroom, just leaving your picture in the center so you can focus only on the colors that are on your picture. Even though having this feature is amazing and it's very useful, I do recommend you stepping away from your computer time to time. When you're editing, rest your eyes because it does really get complicated and sometimes you're making changes that you're not even. Throw a rock the first person that added a picture at night and went to look at it first thing in the morning and the picture was horrendous. Seventh tip is solo mode. And if you need this, wait, relax. It's simple. It's easy to activate. If one of these tools helped you, or if you didn't know, leave a like, subscribe, comment below what tip did help you, what didn't. Think about solo mode as your assistant. While you're leaving stuff behind, your assistant is catching everything that you're leaving behind. Lightroom can be overwhelmed, especially when you're editing for hours and you have all your tools open and you keep scrolling up and down to search for something that you're not seeing. With solo mode, when you open a new tool, the previous tool is automatically closed. You will not leave a window for your Lightroom to become a mess and to make you more tired quickly. So if you do get overwhelmed with a bunch of tools that are open on your Lightroom, activate solo mode. It is simple. It's the best personal assistant you can ever ask. We're almost at the end, but I have three more tips actually. I don't know how to count because I didn't set the eighth tip. The eighth tip, what is it? Oh, the eighth tip is sync. You probably know what the fuck this means. We're syncing something. So if you're photographing and you have 30 pictures that are taken in the same environment in the same light, you should edit the first one, even if it's just the exposure, the contrast, the little first color correction that you need to do on your pictures, you can just do on the first one and then select all the pictures that you want and apply to all of them. That will save you an hour, 2 hours of edit. The ninth tip is game changer. And I feel like I'm going to say this in every single video, but that tip is actually game changer. And it's the Denoise AI. I know many of you probably don't like AI. I know. AI is a very controversial topic, but let me tell you.
Just hear me out, please.
When it comes to Denoise, I believe every single photograph agrees on this one. If you're photographing in a spot where you don't have too much light, you were afraid of using your ISO because you're gonna get the digital grain when you see your pictures in the Lightroom, well, Denoise AI came to save you. It is a pretty heavy tool, and if you select a bunch of pictures, it will take some time, but it will save your pictures from going to trash. When you click Enhance, Lightroom creates a super power photo, and that file is way bigger. So like I said, only using pictures that necessarily need that, but that tool is very, very useful and has saved me a lot of times in stage photography where I had to pop my ISO because all of a sudden the light on the stage was like nothing, or it was basically black and red, and I'm like, what am I gonna do? I need to pop my ISO, and it works. And for the last tip, I saved the best for the last. Denoise and this one are the best you can ask for. And this one is called Color Grading Adjustment Tool. Choose if you want the saturation, the luminance, and go directly to the color in your picture that you want to work on, and it will automatically slide the colors that are on that picture, so you don't have to be trying to understand what colors are in that part of the picture that you want to edit. I don't know, I feel like I created such a boom for this tool, and then it's like, yeah, there's not much I can explain. You just click on the tool and then you click on the color, and then it gives you the colors that are on the part that you selected. For example, an eye, if it has like yellows, greens, browns. You will give you the certain amount, the correct amount that already has, and then you just need to slide in, slide out. Like, it is a pretty cool feature, I promise you. All right, guys, this was the tips. I hope you guys like it. I hope it helped a little bit more. I'm gonna do more videos on explaining how RAW works more detailed a little bit, because I feel like a lot of people don't know, and they miss out on a lot of data on their pictures. They miss out a lot on their editing, and that impacts also the quality of your picture. Go to Lightroom, turn the solo mode on, try on that color mix that I told you, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm Rafa. Peace.